are back, y'all. Welcome again to Conversations with Deborah Franklin. I got one of my good girlfriends here. She is here to help me launch our show. None other than Miss B Inspired herself. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Deborah. Happy to be here.
This is amazing, y'all. We would have never thought, not even 6 months ago?
Yes.
Let me tell you guys, whenever you meet people, whenever you meet somebody and you have an instant connection, I should say.
Yes.
An instant bond. We didn't know each other. She even gave me some shoes to wear, and y'all know how I like shoes. I had to give them back, though. But
I know, it's only borrowed.
But it was just like, as a girl, you just don't let everybody borrow your shoes. But we were in a situation that did lend itself to it. But it's like we were kindred spirits initially when we first met. So I'm not going to hold up everything. But I'm going to let Miss B Inspired tell you about herself.
Hey, everybody. Yes, I am Miss B Inspired, also known as Naomi Burrell. I am also a radio host, and I am a journalist and an author and a speaker, and the list goes on. I'm excited to be here with Deborah. For me, it's all about collaboration. When you can partner with other people who are going in the same direction as you, you can do so much more. You can get so much more done, and you can cover so much more ground. So for me, it's all about them girls. I don't know about nobody else, but it's about them girls.
It's about them girls.
Yes.
And if you don't know, I don't know where you've been, because we've been screaming and streaming them girls for about the past 60 days. So if you have not heard, Them Girls is a movement that is getting ready to take the DMV by storm.
Yes.
And we're not even limited to the DMV. We got girlfriends coming in from Jersey. They were like, yeah, we want to be down with Them Girls. So Them Girls means that you are determined, empowered, and motivated.
Honey. Yes.
That's it. Because a lot of times, and then somebody was like, why y'all saying girls? No, we're not saying girls as being in a negative point. We're saying girls meaning in a positive point, because that means that you are reaching down and you're getting ready to reconnect with that inner girl. That girl, because that girl is the one that you weren't scared of anything.
That's right.
That girl was like, when you was that little girl,
you were fearless.
Fearless. And you would say anything, do anything, look at people, roll your eyes, and you know you did it. But this is what we want you to do. It's not saying that you're giving up on the woman that you are now. It's saying that that little girl is going to kind of be the cheerleader for that woman to take that next step.
Yeah, it's like you're connecting with that fearless nature of your childhood, when you weren't afraid to take risks, when you weren't afraid to step out there and try new things. And so we're bringing those two worlds together. Yes, now I'm mature and I can handle some things, but I'm not afraid to take risks. I'm not afraid to step out there on faith and try some new things. So that's what the girls represent.
Your label is not what the norm of the world would say.
Yes.
Doesn't mean that you're not normal, because that's what we as women, we do this so many times. We try to put labels on things, and we don't really, how can I say this? We don't really grasp hold to things because we put a label on them.
Yeah.
And then so many other times is that we tend to put things in a box, or put ourselves in a box, or we try to hide behind the mask.
Yeah, a lot of times we put labels on one another, knowingly and unknowingly. It's just second nature. We call people this, we call people that. But I believe what adjectives will do is to help you to think about what you call people first, what labels you slap on people first before you do it. A lot of times we see a person's exterior and we judge it. And what we do, we label them.
Exactly.
So I can't wait to dive into the book myself, because you got me all hyped up. Even with your explanation of the book, I can't wait.
I can't wait either. And y'all, I am actually getting, well, after this was my first baby, now we have a new one that's gonna be birthed to you guys. It's taking me to another level. I'm excited about this.
Absolutely.
Because it's about prayer and meditation. And how many times we talk about it, but we never practice it.
That's right.
And it's basically a challenge. So get ready. We're gonna be sending out a challenge starting in January for 21 days. 21 minutes of prayer and meditation.
Come on, prayer. I can't wait.
People like, 21 minutes? What that mean? Well, guess what, y'all? 21 minutes of being intentional.
Yes.
You have got to be intentional in what you do and where you go.
Absolutely.
And then not only being intentional, there's going to be a CD or a download with it. So not only will I give you the meditations, you'll be able to download the meditations with it as well.
Nice.
So you'll be intentional. So it doesn't matter what you're going through, because so many times people say my relationship isn't right, my job isn't right, my peace isn't right. Well, guess what? If you learn to pray and meditate on those things, because the Bible clearly states to pray and meditate day and night on the word. So if you're praying and meditating day and night on the word, at some point God got to give you an answer.
Yeah, and there's another scripture that says anything of a good report, think on these things.
Yes.
So it's about reframing your mind. That's what the meditation does. That's what the prayer does. It's part of it, but it's reframing the way you think about things too.
Exactly, because when you change your mind, you change your life.
Absolutely.
And so when we get into that mindset of change, it's just like even with us working together with them girls.
Yes.
A part of the movement is to change the mindset of women to be able to work together, because as opposed to saying, I can't work with her because she don't have the same job, or she doesn't drive the same car. She doesn't have the same pedigree.
I would say this too, with Deborah and I both being radio hosts, a lot of times in that community, it can be extremely competitive. Let's be real about that.
Let's be real.
So the fact that two radio hosts with two different styles, two different platforms can come together and create a movement and a collaboration, that's what we're trying to promote. No, that is what we are going to promote with them girls.
Exactly, because when we start to look at that, bringing your differences and being okay with your differences.
Yes.
And then it's like, we got to help each other, because so many times people are looking around saying, well, she doing it, I don't want her to take my people. If I go help her, she's going to take it. But guess what? The pie is big enough.
Absolutely.
The world is big enough, because your audience is not going to be my audience, and my audience is not going to be her audience. And even if they are, y'all, we come on 2 different nights. In fact, I didn't do my show one night to go help out another host.
Yes.
So come on, how do you not do this? How do you not work together and get some things accomplished? That's the way I look at it.
God designed this world so that everybody's gift can be used.
Exactly.
It's a misconception and a misnomer to believe that there isn't enough room for you and your gift. There is.
Ooh.
And there is an audience attached to what it is that you have and the gift that you have inside of you. So don't buy into the misconception that there isn't enough room for all of us.
Exactly.
It is.
Exactly. And then again, everybody has their own gift. You just don't even know how I appreciate hearing that, because so many times people say, well, I don't know what I can contribute to the world. You have a lot to contribute.
Absolutely.
You just have to figure it out. How about just be you?
That's right.
That is your contribution.
That's big enough.
The world is big enough for everybody to just be them and do them.
That's right.
So y'all, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come right back with one of my new favorite segments, Recipe Diaries.
Uh-oh.
Yes, get ready. Well, hey guys, we are back. We're getting ready to talk to about Recipe Diaries. But I got to give a shout out to our Facebook. Hey, Antoinette. And she made a statement that I got to share with everybody, that we all have gifts to share. Reach one, teach one.
Absolutely.
And Okay, I'm really getting ready to holler. Because I said we were getting ready to do recipe diaries. And guess what she put up there? Exactly what I was getting ready to share. Y'all, recipe diaries. If you see the picture there, that is me. So many times we talk about what our parents did to us when we were younger. How they may have abused you. They may have talked down to you. But you know what? Sometimes our parents have instilled our gifts in us.
Yes.
My mom was... I tell anybody, I don't consider myself a cook. I just go in there and I just put some stuff together and pray that it come out right.
Woo.
Because my thing was, why cook?
Let me just say, those are the best meals, though. When you just go in the kitchen, let me throw this together real quick.
Right.
Those are the best meals. I'm gonna just be honest with you. You be like, I outdid myself.
Right. I did a little so. But I tell everybody, I come from a family of cooks. It's like, why cook? If my mom's a caterer, my brother's a caterer,
yes.
Why do it? I ain't got to do all that. It's like we have cooking contests with each other.
Right.
And I don't even care because I was like, they ain't got to know I can cook, honey. I'm good. I am so good. Hey, Tashira. Y'all, but the recipe, one of my favorite recipes lately, because it's the holidays. So this is an easy go-to.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my God. This is like one of the easiest go-to. You don't have to have hardly anything to knock this one out the box.
Uh-oh.
Y'all know what it is. It's that 7-Up pound cake.
Ooh.
Yeah, all you need is some lemon lime soda. You ain't got to worry about measuring baking soda. You don't have to worry about measuring baking powder. All you got to do is have some flour, butter, eggs, and sugar.
Woo.
That's it. And a little soda.
Say that one more time. You only need
flour, butter, eggs, and sugar.
Okay.
And a little flavoring if you want to do a little something with it. Because that is the easiest go-to. Y'all, when you're looking for a recipe that you don't want to have to do a whole lot of work with, I promise you, the 7-Up pound cake is the way to go. We will have the full recipe available on the website, so make sure you check it out. I'll even post it later because I got to go home and make one tonight.
Ooh, wait, hold on. I need to put in a request.
Yeah, I had to go make one tonight. And then, but y'all, recipe diaries is a whole lot of fun. And I want you guys to make sure that you're sending in your favorite recipes and a picture, because I got one of my girlfriends that I'm going to bring on in January. Hopefully we can get our schedules together. She makes this blue, I think it's like a blue or purple. It's a purple sweet potato pie.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
It's like major. She's like real major where she's from. And I'm like,
yeah.
I
don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But the recipe is not limited to food. So even if you're a mixologist, we would like to hear your recipes as well. Because I can't mix a drink at all because I'm not really a drinker. But I do like the ones that are fruity and sweet.
Right.
Yeah, I can't do no hard
those
stuff.
are the ones you have to be careful with,
Right.
though.
Because we went somewhere. We went to truffle butter.
Yes. Be careful, family.
Yeah, be careful. Because
fruity is not always bad.
Yeah, he didn't give us fruity, though. He didn't give us fruity. What did he gave us?
No,
what, honey,
something.
butter,
It was something.
honey, something.
Something or
All
other.
I know is that I felt like hair grew on my chest, so I just took a sip. Really, I took a smell
yeah.
and I was like, hoo-hoo. So we want you to send in your recipes. It doesn't matter what kind, because we want to share with you guys, and we want to know what's your favorite recipe.
I do have one.
Oh, wait a minute. Antoinette said, I do my beer can chicken, y'all.
Oh.
I've had that beer can chicken.
I know it's good.
That's all I can do is
Yeah. And it's literal. Is it literal like she actually puts the beer?
yeah, you literally
like that.
Yeah, you literally take the chicken, you season it up really, really good, and then you literally open up the beer can and you put the chicken on top of the beer can and put it in the oven. You can put it in the oven and let it roast, or you can actually put it on the grill and let it roast.
Nice.
So that's amazing. So Miss Naomi, I'm sorry, Miss Be Inspired.
Yes.
Got her favorite recipe that she wants to share with us. Yes, awesome.
Okay, so this recipe was passed down to me from my mom. It is sweet potato pudding.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Sweet potato pudding. And it's just that. You take the sweet potatoes, and I'll give you the whole recipe, but you take the sweet potatoes. The key is the butter.
Oh, okay. Because I think I'm kin to Paula Dean because she the queen of butter.
Key is
yes.
any kind of sweet potato dish. The key is the butter. Trust me. So definitely butter and eggs and brown sugar, not white sugar.
No.
not white sugar. Brown sugar, a little bit of cinnamon, a hint of nutmeg. Because you know if you go too crazy with the nutmeg, it will overpower your sweet potato dish. So just a hint of the nutmeg. And a little bit of milk, sweetened dehydrated milk. Put that in there. Put that in a mixer, whip it up real good.
So you see she getting excited already. Y'all see she going on? And then somebody just posted, oh, Holy Ghost, I need that.
Yes. And you put the mixture into the oven. You put it in a nice pan. First, grease your pan real nicely. Okay? Put it in the oven. Let it cook. And then also what you do, you check it periodically, but you want to make sure it has that brown, crisp topping.
Ooh.
Then you can make your own sugar topping to put over top of it, or you could do the traditional marshmallow, whatever it is, or you could do a graham cracker topping.
Not the graham cracker.
Girl, yes, the graham
Shut your
cracker.
face.
So yeah, and that's the sweet potato pudding, and I'll make sure you get the recipe.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that recipe.
Yeah.
I might have to try that on the folk,
It's a hit.
on the fam
It's
this
a hit.
weekend, because now you know I'm from Texas, you know I'm from the South. With this sweet potato pudding, how does it compare to the sweet potato pie?
It's very similar. It actually is very similar. The
So
only thing is when you do the mixture, when you do the sweet potato pie mixture, it's a little looser.
Right.
So that way when you put it in the oven, it's a little more dense. But with the sweet potato pudding, the mixture is a little thicker. Little bit thicker, so you don't put as much of the milk or the cream or what have you in it. So, yeah, that's the difference.
Oh, okay. That's amazing. Well, I try to try.
Creamy,
I
like
try
mashed
some,
potatoes.
We'll try something new.
I'll make y'all a pan. As long as you make the pound cake.
Oh, I got the pound cake covered. That's no problem.
Okay.
And then, we just have to have a get together where we're gonna just spread out. Just have a big smorgasbord.
Amen.
We'll get Antoinette to bring the beer can chicken.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that way 'cause she part of them girls.
Absolutely.
So yeah, y'all, you just never know. We might have a big potluck for them girls. Everybody bring their favorite dish. You just never know.
That's an idea for a launch.
Y'all got that?
Y'all got that?
Be listening. Be listening. Y'all, I'm so excited about this. And then Recipe Diaries, y'all, make sure y'all are sending in your recipes. Share your recipes with us. Share, because we want to put something together that we can start sharing with people, because I had a conversation with one of my cousins and we were talking about doing a family cookbook. But then we started to realize that maybe some of our recipes that we call near and dear, a lot of our forefathers, or a lot of the people that our parents and grandparents, they didn't make those recipes. Believe
true.
it or not, they were following the recipes off the box.
Yes.
Did you know that? I was like, wow. Because, I was just like, there are a couple of box recipes that I've seen. I'm
Not
like,
too
yes,
bad. Yeah.
not too bad. But what if we treated our life like a recipe? You try it and you do everything just like the directions say initially. You put everything in there just like you want it. So you're looking at, let's say, everybody around you, how they're doing things. And their recipe for this is you try that. Or just like when you're getting ready for business, you follow those rules. But just like with a good recipe, you have got to know when it's time to change up on some of the ingredients. You have got to learn that a recipe is not a recipe and your life is not your life unless you know how to make it your own.
We got to get a bell. I have a bell on my radio show. So somebody says something that's powerful. Ding! I was ready. I was like, where's that bell? Ding!
Because y'all, I just can't share that enough. And that's going to be a part of Recipe Diaries, is that we have to start looking at ourselves and looking at our lives as though it is a recipe.
Yes.
We don't have to be so cookie cutter that everybody looks the same, everybody talks the same, everybody walks the same. You got to know how to put your own flavor in it. It's just like when you make a pound cake, it may call for lemon flavoring, but today you might not have any, and all you can do is put in almond flavor. Nobody knows the difference. They just think that you did something and now it's yours.
Yes.
What are you doing to your recipe called life and making it yours? It is time for you to start to make your life your own and not everybody else's.
Yes.
So if nothing else from Recipe
Ding.
Diaries,
I can't help it. It's good.
Isn't it?
It's good, Deborah. It's good.
So whatever you have in you, in your recipe called life, you have got to know. And know that when the temperature is turned up, it doesn't burn it all the time. Sometimes you need that temperature to go up so you know that sometimes it's time for you to bake a little faster.
That's right.
Because when you turn it up, it's just like boiling water. Once you get to that boil, and once you've gone through all of the turmoil and the hurt and the pain, that now you can start, that it seems like the fire starts to come down and you start seeing some things happening a little different. And think about, you might think that you're boiling now, but if you keep on keeping on.
Yes.
Just like, y'all, this visual just came to me. Just like that kernel of rice. When you put rice in a pot,
yes,
you got to put it in boiling water. And then when it starts to boil, that rice starts to swell. And it starts to swell.
Yes.
Have you felt like that in your life?
Yes.
That sometimes you felt like a kernel of rice?
Yes.
And then everything that you're going through, we've talked about that. I think we talked about that when we did the relationship show.
We did.
That sometimes your relationships can start out just like a grain of rice.
It can.
And then when it starts to boil and you go through all the hurt and because you can't say you're going to have a relationship and it's going to be perfect all the time. But when you start to go through the hurt, you start to go through the wondering, you start to go through the what ifs, then you still start to see, just like rice, you start to expand.
Mm-hmm.
And you start to...
Expansion is a good thing. It's an indication of growth.
Exactly.
And that's what it is. When you're going through those different things in life, the key is to grow from them.
Exactly. And then somebody said you got to claim it, claim what you want. And that Antoinette also said scale up or scale down. Change is good.
It is. I mean, listen.
That's amazing.
It's good. Think about Deborah's story. She went from doing conversations with Deborah in her bedroom, as she said, with a piece of paper as a background. Mm-hmm. And now she's on a studio platform. Change is good. She could have gotten comfortable with that environment. It was easy for her to do. She could access it. She had to step out on faith. There It is again. Take a risk. And now she's on this platform.
Y'all just don't even know.
Change is good.
Change is good. Change is good. Even though you might be shaking in your boots, change is good. Like literally, because y'all, I'm shaking in my boots. But, but one thing about it is that when we're building relationships, when we're building our life goals, we have got to look at that recipe and know what it's going to be. And don't think that everything's going to be sweet and savory. Sometimes you got to get some of the what you call it, that nasty stuff.
Oh, yes.
The gross stuff. The stuff that you don't like. Because when you do, then you're able to reach to your next goal and reach to newer heights. So, y'all, we're going to go take another break and we'll be right back with you. And hopefully by then, Queen will be here because we're missing one of the trio. We're not sure where she is, but we all came the same direction. We'll be back.
She's on her way.
Listen Vision, listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio. Oh.
Hey y'all, and I know that some of you had saw the card that one of my new favorite quotes is that sometimes you have to let God take you where you don't see yourself going.
Yes.
Y'all, you have to stop putting yourself in a box. Stop putting yourself in a chokehold. You have got to get ready for God to take you where you would never have thought that you would go. You have to let God take you to higher heights and deeper depths. It doesn't matter what your education is. It doesn't matter what your pedigree is. It doesn't matter about anything. If God told you you're going to do it, then guess what? You're going to do it. I don't care what platform it is. Because again, like we said, with them girls, it don't matter. You just got to get ready because God is getting ready to open a door for you that you would never have thought that was going to happen. God is getting ready to speak to your life like never before. You're going to start getting in connection with people because it was prophesied that the people that you need are going to start to come into your life. And I promise you this has happened. Even with just meeting Naomi and meeting Queen.
About that for a second?
Yeah, we can.
We were in a fashion show.
Yeah, y'all,
Ouch,
me.
girls. Okay.
And first of all, anybody that know me know I so don't do fashion.
Deborah did her thing in this fashion show
No,
for Ouch Girls. Ebony Caldwell, shout out to
girl.
you. You did a fabulous job. That is
Fabulous.
her line. But we were both in this fashion show together, and so was Queen.
Yes.
And we enjoyed ourselves. But the funny thing about it is all three of us ended up at another fashion show. We weren't in it. We were just supporting it. And we looked at each other and was like, oh my gosh, you know this is meant to be, right?
Exactly.
You know this is meant to be.
Exactly.
And within a week, we had a meeting set up.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking, I'm talking details on some amazing things. The collaboration was powerful, and here we are today.
And bottom line, it was like we kept saying we're gonna meet. And you know, if anybody that know me know, you can't say what we're gonna do. I'm like, look, let's stop talking about it. Let's be about it.
Yeah, she did. Deborah did say that. She was like, okay, that's cool. When is the meeting?
When is the meeting? I mean, you know, let's pull out the calendars. Let's get it together. Let's pull out the meeting and let's talk about this thing because again, you got to let God take you where you don't see yourself going.
Absolutely.
Because we weren't thinking about collaborating on anything. Because I think somebody was having a party and we were supposed to go or host because we both had radio shows. We both had different platforms.
Right.
And we were like, well, we'll just go. We can do that. We don't have no problem with helping another sister out.
No.
And so then it just blossomed.
Yes,
it blossomed. Well, guess what, guys? Y'all, it's the holidays.
Yes. Jingle
Are you
bells,
ready?
jingle bells.
And that's about all I got out there. I'm like, whoa! It's the holidays.
Yes.
And for those of you that don't know, I'm originally from Houston, Texas, and I live out here on the East Coast. All my family is in Houston, so shout out to all my Houston fans.
Yes.
Y'all, it is hilarious because people are like, have you shopped? No. Oh, no.
Are you a last minute shopper?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm the opposite. I think you already know the type of person I am. I started in September, October.
Haunted, no.
Picking up stuff along the way. I got kids. Okay. I got kids.
Okay.
So, you know, you got to be thinking about those things ahead of time. And they're already putting in their bed. They're like, Mom, Dad, we want this, we want that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I got kids.
Okay, so considering I don't even have my dog anymore and my nephews are grown now, so it's like, well, they're not really grown. They're one's in high school, one's getting ready to graduate from high school. And so it's like now it's like, ain't Deborah. And I'm talking like for real. I'm getting all this bass. Oh, ain't Deborah. Oh, and I'm like, stop. So now it's like gift cards.
Yeah.
It's like
gosh,
it's easy.
yes.
It's just like gift cards because at first it's like, I want a new game. A game? Really?
Right. That's the end thing. My son is 8. I kind of wish that he never got onto the video game.
Right.
Because it is a whole lifestyle. Trust and believe it is. If you're a gamer, you're up on the latest releases of video games. You want to be there on the day that it opens. I mean, it's a lifestyle. So, yeah, it's a huge thing.
Right. And then Antoinette said, why do we care so much about the gift when we should care more about the gift of life? And I totally agree. Accept God's gift with open arms. Yeah, most definitely, because we have to deal with this too. There are so many people during the holidays that are feeling depressed, that are feeling down, and they're feeling like they're all alone. But it's like we have to be happy too.
Yeah,
And
you
I
do.
get it. I get it because sometimes I feel like that because I don't have children. This is the time where most people are out and about with their kids. They're doing this and doing that. And in the back of my mind, I'm being real transparent. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, wow, I've never had the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, you can borrow mine anytime you want.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give them right back.
I'm gonna send them up the street. I'ma send them
I
up the
know,
street
right?
with that bag.
Oh yeah, y'all. We actually found out we were neighbors too.
Auntie Deborah wants to keep you for a couple days.
Well, I mean, we might have to figure that out, honey. We might have to figure that out. But you know, it's like so many times people during this season they start to feel like that, and we don't want you to feel like you have to suffer in silence.
Yes.
Because suffering in silence is such a challenging thing. It can be so challenging. And then if you've never been there, a lot of times we tend to not remember those people. And it's like, call somebody, y'all. And it's like I started something like #contact5. #contact5 means you go through your phone and you call 5 people that you have not spoken to for a while, because you might not know.
That's
you
awesome.
might be that one person that they need to hear from, because again, y'all, #contact5. I need somebody to post that. #contact5. Contact 5 people. And you don't even, and I know you probably saying, well, I can text them. No. Call them.
Yes.
Because sometimes hearing somebody's voice makes a difference
It does.
in what you are doing. Because if I promise you, I'm like that with them now. So if they cross my mind, I might send something to our group chat, but I'll pick up the phone too. Like, what y'all doing? What's going on?
Right? Like, I love Deborah because you need certain types of connections, and she is very honest with us. Like, I was on the go one week. I always, and you know me, I'm the storyteller, so I'm gonna bring up stuff. Right. So, I was on the go, had an interview that I was doing. Well, actually, it was a rehearsal. And I was like, I'm just going to take the kids to Popeye. She was like, girl, you better fix them kids a meal. And I started laughing. But that's the sisterhood.
Yep.
Finding connections with people that you can really be transparent with, open with, and respect each other's differences and opinions. And on top of that, during the holidays, and we talked about woes on the break, the woes of holidays.
Right.
The woes of holidays is that some people get very depressed around the holidays because they don't have the family, they might not have the money, they may not have a lot of things. And so one of the things we talked about at the Wisdom on the Wall workshop is thriving through the holidays emotionally and financially, and what it takes to do that. And part of it is making those connections deliberately, or making new memories. Do you have to do it the way, traditionally we're taught to do the holidays? Maybe do something different. Maybe go on a vacation for the holidays or something.
I'm so sorry.
The queen
is entering the building.
Oh my!
The queen is entering. Y'all, she got to pull off her stuff.
It's gonna be
It's getting ready to be a grand entrance. So let me we're gonna take a break so the queen can get situated.
Yeah.
And we're gonna come right back. We're gonna take like all of 30 seconds because the queen getting ready. Y'all. The queen, you hear her in the background.
Queen.
That's all you got, queen? No, ma'am. You 47 minutes late. You 47 minutes. How somebody gonna walk in your show 47 minutes late and tell you they need 2 breaks? What?
We them girls.
We them girls. And we already know who gonna be with extra.
Yes.
Extra. So y'all, we gonna be right back with you. Give us like 30 seconds. We're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna have Miss Demeter Queen on the stage with us. we are back, y'all. I'm telling y'all, Extra has entered the building.
Read all about it.
Please do. This is none other than Miss Demeter Queen. She is, y'all, I don't even know how to say this. She is the part of this crew that's just extra. Just extra. And the first time I met her, I didn't even know her name. And I said, you know, your name is just going to be Extra. You just extra. And then we going to tell you whenever. I said, I'm calling you Extra. In fact, I'm going to get a piece of gum and put your picture on it and just call you Extra. So, Miss Demeter Queen, welcome. And she still, you see her? I can't with her. Y'all are getting ready to also see the part of Miss Queen that makes her the real extra of the bunch. Believe it or not, she is the performer. You got two radio hosts and a performer together?
Yes.
Who does that? So, Miss Demeter, tell us about you and welcome.
Thank you.
And tell us what them girls means to you.
Them girls. I am one of them girls, y'all.
Yeah.
If y'all one of them girls, holler if you hear me. But I'm definitely one of them determined.
Yes.
Okay.
And
empowered and motivated women. Like when I said I was doing 95 on 95 to get here. Okay. I was determined. And I was empowered and motivated to get here just to be with you guys tonight. You know, if it's only for a few minutes, I thank God for being here tonight. I thank God for these lovely, beautiful ladies that I'm sitting beside tonight. I thank God for the opportunity that we've been given. And then you guys got to watch out for them girls, because them girls is a movement. It's powerful. It's coming. It's three entities that's going to bring on an entire world, okay? We looking for everybody. All your entrepreneurs. We looking for lawyers, doctors, entrepreneurs, like whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you put out into your community to make this world a better place, you are one of them girls.
Exactly.
So we want y'all to call on us, holler at us, hit us up on Facebook, let us know. We got some t-shirts and stuff like that for you guys too. So yes, them girls is coming.
Are they here?
They're in the car.
You know, and there you have it.
I had to bring
but somebody said, are y'all a trinity or a trilogy? And guess what? Probably all of the above.
Right.
The way we roll,
It's probably all of the above.
It's
probably all of the above.
A hodgepodge,
A hodgepodge, yes. And it's like, how can it's like, you can say hodgepodge because that's a good way of putting it. Well, y'all, guess what? We got a treat for y'all. Tonight, Miss Queen is going to sing for us. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to hear from Miss Demeter Queen.
Just a little bit, y'all. Y'all want to hear it all? Come to the show.
All right, so Queen is about to perform. I'm going to turn this camera around so that you can see her performance. I don't know, where can we stand?
Can you get mine? You can come down.
Okay, here we go. Thank y'all. Hey, brother. Hi. I love you. Hey. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for all the heart stuff.
All right, we're coming in live in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Back here live in the studio with Conversations with Deborah Franklin. We're getting ready to have a live performance. Yes, y'all, a live performance by none other than Miss who? Demeter Queen.
All right. It's a little Christmas carol for y'all. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Come on. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices. Oh, divine, oh night when Christ was born, oh night divine, oh night divine, yeah. Yes, I'd like to say thank you to everybody that came out here tonight. We love you guys. It's a holy night, the night when Christ was born.
Well, all right, y'all. It has been fun. It's been real. We're going to ask Miss B Inspired to come on up to the stage and join us. Y'all, it has been a wonderful night. We hope that you join us and have a happy holiday, because right from Conversations with Deborah Franklin and who else? Them girls. Them girls.
A thrill of home. The weary world rejoices for young.